Hey, what's up guys? It's Scares here. Now our first story for today comes from MrBeast. So MrBeast has been speaking up more openly about his community over Twitter. And it looks like MrBeast is fed up and he's had enough of a lot of different things happening with people talking about him and with other people who are trying to get to him. I mean, if you don't know, there are a ton of YouTubers and just creators who are trying to find MrBeast. Like they are making video series of them trying to figure out where MrBeast is. And just last week, one creator tweeted out saying, "I just picked this beauty up and we're about a half an hour away from Greenville. The hunt is on for MrBeast." So he's trying to find MrBeast here, and MrBeast responds to him saying, "Go away, I don't want your stupid cutout. I'm tired of people harassing me." So MrBeast is finally just fed up with all these people trying to look for him. MrBeast is also very upset with people using him as clickbait for their videos. Actually, one person apparently made a video where it implied in the thumbnail that MrBeast was going to die in 3 years. I'm not kidding. I mean, look at this tweet in the thumbnail. This is ridiculous. MrBeast responded saying, "Thank God for this YouTube video, or I wouldn't have known that I'm dying in 3 years." Now this video actually did well. It made over 200,000 views. So this is really unsettling. I mean, imagine seeing yourself in a thumbnail like that would just freak you out, right? And obviously MrBeast does not like this at all. MrBeast responded saying, "Can we end the trend of photoshopping fake tweets of mine as thumbnails? Thanks." Jimmy is also fed up with all of the clones of him recently. He tweeted out saying, "Sometimes I regret going on podcasts and sharing everything I know about YouTube. I thought people would use the knowledge to innovate and be inspired, but tons just copy exactly what I do and don't change anything. It's kind of sad how many MrBeast clones there are." Now one person responded asking him to clarify, because he says here that there are people that use MrBeast ideas, but they change them in some way to make them their own. And MrBeast responded saying that it's okay to take inspiration from him, but just don't copy him outright, because you actually see some of the top YouTubers now that are straight up copying his videos, taking the exact video idea and adding it to their own, and they're making millions of views. Wow, we have a lot of stories talking about MrBeast today, but another thing that he actually talked about here is that he is ending Beast Burger. That's right, Beast Burger is apparently finished, and this is because he says here that he cannot guarantee the quality of the burger. He cannot guarantee it. He says, "The problem with Beast Burger is I can't guarantee the quality of the order. When working with other restaurants, it's impossible to control it, sadly." But he also says that he's just going to focus on Feastables, which I'm sure many of you have tried or you at least seen it. I see it everywhere in stores. It's his big snack brand, his chocolate bar. And in the last bit of MrBeast news we have for you today, this actually has to do with MrBeast's video that was going to come out in the future, but this video might have had to be canceled because some of the contestants got injured during the video. That's right. So it looks like this was a big athletic challenge video, and there's tons of contestants, hundreds of contestants, and a couple of them had minor medical issues. Now it looks like no one was seriously hurt, but the video itself did have to be cut short. Now the next topic we have for you today is very short, but this comes from YouTube. So YouTube has actually done something pretty huge here, and for those of you who don't know, a lot of big platforms nowadays are getting a lot of backlash like Twitch, but YouTube themselves did something that people are very excited about. They have actually lowered the requirements for you to join their partner program. That's right. They say here that now the new requirements are for you to have 500 subscribers, 3 public uploads in the last 90 days, and 3,000 watch hours or 3 million shorts views in 90 days. So this has gotten a lot of people excited about becoming a content creator on YouTube. There's a lot of people that are excited about potentially becoming a YouTuber or a YouTube partner in the future because the requirements are now lower. And the next story we have for you today is some really good news. This comes from Smosh. Now, for those of you who haven't seen, it looks like Ian and Anthony from Smosh have actually acquired the channel. So for those of you who don't know, Smosh used to be the #1 YouTube channel ever. This was a massive channel. It still is huge. Well, eventually both Anthony and Ian split up here, and Anthony went his own way on YouTube, and he has a huge YouTube channel himself. And it didn't look like Smosh was ever going to come back to what it was when it was the top YouTube channel on the platform. But it turns out they really have bought it, and they're going to try to bring it back. They're going to start doing comedy sketches again. And for any of you that were on YouTube over 10 years ago, you might know that these were some of the biggest videos on YouTube. So they might actually have a really, really huge channel in the future, and we're just waiting to see what happens here. So the whole YouTube community is extremely happy that these guys are finally back. Now our next story for today comes from Tfue. Now for those of you who don't know, Tfue was the top Fortnite player at one point in time. It was him and Ninja. These guys were massive on Fortnite, and he has such a huge YouTube channel. Definitely one of the top gamers ever. Well, Tfue has decided to leave YouTube and Twitch and streaming and everything, and he just wants to live his life. He wants to live his life outside of this right now, and this is huge. I mean, it's one of the top gaming creators ever who is now leaving.
I use gaming to kind of like escape like from reality, and I feel like now like I use like reality to escape from like fucking work, you know.
And there are many viewers that are upset because they want to watch his videos and his streams, but there also are a lot of viewers who understand it and they know he just wants to live his life. And the next story for today comes from another channel that also is going through a big change, and this actually is Tribal People Try. Now, these guys are actually one of the most harmless YouTube channels I've ever seen. Essentially, these are a couple villagers in Pakistan who just eat random foods from around the world, and they have fun making these videos. It's very, very harmless content. They're just trying different foods. But it turns out that YouTube apparently has demonetized their channel. It looks like they cannot be monetized right now, and they're going through some type of weird miscommunication with YouTube where they can't get monetization on their videos. And apparently they claim here that YouTube is withholding their payment for the last few months. So they're in a very dire situation right now. And that's why they're asking their viewers for help because they're kind of freaking out over this whole situation. They don't know what they're going to do. And the next story here comes from the creator known as Just Foxy. Now, Just Foxy is a well-known Twitch streamer, and recently she has been targeted by one of her Twitch viewers. Apparently, one of her viewers became very upset with her, and he set her own car on fire. That's right, he came to her house where she lives and then set her car on fire outside her own house. And apparently the fire actually burned the side of her house as well. I mean, thankfully no one was seriously injured here, but this is very scary.
The firefighters came very quickly, and I'm very thankful for that because the fire spread to the fence and burnt the side of my house as well, which my mom and animals were inside of. We're all traumatized in ways that I would never be able to describe, but I'm just glad everybody is safe. And that's the most important thing to me.
Now, our next topic for today comes from PewDiePie. So if you watch PewDiePie, you might have heard him recently talk about how he is finally free from the content grind after moving to Japan, okay? He doesn't feel like he has to make content all the time, and he's living a very peaceful life in Japan. He obviously loves it there. You can tell he's having a great time in his vlogs, but there are many people who are upset with him over this. One person responded saying, misogynistic, porn-addicted men and their obsession with Japan is not a coincidence. And actually, PewDiePie's own editor, Sive, came to his defense here over Twitter. He responded saying Twitter users when a YouTuber moves out with his wife and lives a peaceful life, and he shows a video of Homelander freaking out like the Twitter users are just going crazy because PewDiePie is living out his life peacefully in Japan. One person responded saying it's hilarious watching PewDiePie haters act like they won. He's rich with a beautiful wife and now has a child on the way. You've been left screaming into a void. Now, our next story for today comes from Kick. So I'm sure many of you know what Kick is. This is a very well-known streaming platform. They're an alternative to Twitch, especially. They've been trying to take a lot of Twitch streamers and move them over to their own platform, and Kick themselves are paying a lot of Twitch streamers to move over to their platform and have them sign deals with them. And it looks like just the other day, xQc himself, one of the top Twitch streamers, has signed a massive deal with Kick. This is a $100 million contract. That's right, xQc is getting $100 million to stream on Kick non-exclusively, so he can still stream on Twitch. This is bigger than most top sports contracts. This is bigger than LeBron's contract, okay? Like, it's insane how big this contract is. We've never seen these kind of numbers be thrown around before in the streaming scene, and this was huge news. I mean, xQc's first stream was so massive that there was 50 times the normal traffic on the platform, and the platform itself crashed. The servers crashed. People could not actually get on Kick. So while this is a huge deal for the creator community and a lot of creators are congratulating xQc on his big deal, there also are a lot of people that are talking about the controversy surrounding Kick, because for those of you who don't know, Kick is actually backed in part by Stake. Stake is a very, very big crypto gambling platform. It's run by Stake Eddie. Stake Eddie also runs Kick as well. And obviously these two are affiliated in some way because Kick has a ton of money. They have a ton of money, and people think that that money is coming from a platform like Stake. But regardless, many creators are very happy with Kick because they give creators a ton of their revenue. That's right, they give them a 95-5 split, which is insane. This is the highest split I've ever seen, and this is why so many creators love Kick, because they want to move there and make as much money as possible off their own money that they're making from their viewers, right? And Twitch does not offer that. Twitch actually gives you a 50-50 split, so it's very, very low. Like, Twitch is taking a lot of that money that viewers are giving to their favorite creators, and this is why many creators love Kick. But there has been a lot of mixed responses to xQc's move over to Kick here, and one person who made interesting comments on xQc's move was Pokimane. Now, Pokimane is one of the top female streamers on Twitch. She's very well known. She's one of the top female creators ever, and she claims here that Kick is making Twitch money because apparently Kick is using Amazon's servers. They're on AWS, so that is making Twitch money.
Keep doubting Kick, it's already taken over. Fire emoji. Respectfully, people that say stuff like this, you don't understand that Kick makes Twitch money. Like, Kick is using Twitch's services. And if Twitch really wanted, they could just stop giving these services to Kick. But right now, they're just sitting back like, thanks, I guess. But also, honestly, I don't really care that much. Yeah. Well, AWS is Amazon and Twitch is Amazon, so in a way it is.
So this made the news, but there was a lot of mixed responses to Pokimane's comments here, because people are saying, okay, well, Amazon is the parent company to Twitch, but Twitch and Amazon are not the same thing, and Twitch is not making money directly from Kick. But she responded saying, the external replies constantly reek of misogyny and BO. I use Twitch and Amazon synonymously and clarified in the clip. Then Asmongold reiterates my point in the replies, with a bunch of people agreeing with him and disagreeing with me, even though we're saying the same thing. So Pokimane feels like she's getting unfair treatment over this whole situation. She feels like people are somehow going after her, even though they're agreeing with other people, other big creators who are saying the same thing that she is. She feels like it's very unfair. Pokimane has also further criticized xQc's move here, because she says that he already has money and she doesn't like how he is accepting deals with a platform like Kick that, you know, obviously has a lot of controversy surrounding it.
Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money? Something about that is so cringe to me personally. Like, I understand, you know, if you need to make money, right? For me to do cringe shit when I have I can't.
So xQc has now been signed with Kick for a couple days now, and just the other night, he decided to do a big movie night on his stream where he literally watched The Dark Knight on his stream. Okay, one of the biggest movies of all time. He was just straight up watching, reacting to this on his stream. And it looks like he got a DMCA notice over this from someone at Kick. Apparently, this was a very, very bad thing for him to be streaming The Dark Knight on his stream here, and he actually had to stop streaming this. He was going to be kicked off of Kick, and people are now worried that Kick might have to deal with lawsuits in the future, because for those you don't remember, earlier this year when the Super Bowl happened, there actually were streamers on Kick that were streaming the Super Bowl, and a lot of people thought that Kick themselves were going to deal with a lawsuit over that, but nothing happened. So people are now wondering if Kick is ever going to have to deal with any of these lawsuits in the future for having copyrighted content be streamed on their platform. And in some other news regarding Kick, it looks like after they signed xQc, they also signed another huge Twitch streamer, and this is Amouranth. That's right, Amouranth herself is signed with Kick. Now, Amouranth is one of the top Twitch streamers, and she has now gone to Kick. She apparently has a fully signed deal and everything. This is a big deal because Amouranth is one of the top female creators on Twitch. And in the last bit of news regarding this platform, a very well-known creator known as the Dan Dangler actually got very upset with Kick. She says here that Kick is unfairly treating their female creators. She says that she cannot wear certain clothing and that she's not able to post certain kinds of content or stream certain kinds of content on Kick. Now, this is a very big deal because there are a lot of these bikini streamers that you see on Twitch that are very big, they're very successful, and a lot of these streamers now want to move over to Kick, but they feel like they are being unfairly treated by the platform. She tweeted out saying, I know if Kick reads this, it could possibly destroy any potential deal with them, but I hope they take my concerns seriously, as I do use their platform and I'm just looking for clarification. I want to be able to make Kick one of my other homes, but the new rules and targeting of women is really starting to get to me. I pull in 4,000 viewers and I'm instantly shadow banned, and my numbers drop by half. I've been thrown into the swimming category while wearing booty shorts, thrown into the chess category because the staff wanted to joke with me. I had my category changed 45 times in one stream and more. People are receiving deals that don't nearly pull the numbers I do, or even numbers of other people I know. I'm not sure why girls are being constantly targeted. I've never seen men get penalized on the platform once, and this is a concern to me. I've seen nipples, twerking, death threats, and all sorts of things on guy streams without penalty. Please do not take this as an attack on Kick. I just want to bring up my concern. And that's it for our video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Peace.